What's up? I'm Timothy Schmitt, aka Lil Eagle. I'm gonna break down and talk about my schizophrenia. I've never really done this before, so thought I'd do it YouTube wise. And well, I was diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic back when I was 22. I mean, at 23, but my first symptoms were at 22. In the later months, it's like about October, November, I was having symptoms and stuff. And well, it started out that way, It was started out like a nervous breakdown and stuff, and I just became so paranoid of everybody that everybody's talking about me. TV was talking to me, and radio was talking to me. Everybody was talking about me. Which is strange too, though, because I had to decipher from reality and what's not reality, because everybody talk about me, but then nobody will talk to me like on the internet or anything like that. So I'm believing that I'm like this famous guy because like all the people on TV will talk to me and stuff like that. So I'm this famous guy, and yet nobody talks to me. I'm known. It's kind of funny that way if you think about it, but it's not really that funny because it's actually a disease and stuff, and it's corrupting my mind to believe in all this stuff. And I believe that I'm an angel. You can believe it or not, but I'll be writing a song about my experiences and whatnot. And the song I call Enoch, if you ever read the book of Enoch. And I guess I'm on the side that stayed secretive and stuff like that. Never really came out in the open, but just like there ain't gonna be that many people to watch this, so I'll never really be coming out. You know what I mean? Just like that, won't be that many people. Won't be that many people listening to my music, so I'm not really coming out. I'm coming out any which way, and when I left my girl and everything else over it. And it's really hard to decipher what's reality and what's not reality. Cause I'll go like into TVs and stuff, and I'll be in a different world. You know what I mean? I'm hallucinating all these things in a different world where I'm like dating all these people and stuff like that and everything else. And it's really hard because if I was an angel or whatnot, I was never told, and I was just turned into one kind of like Metatron was. And I kept my secret, because it was God's decree that if you're on the bad side, where they're tossed up into the wind and everything else, and turn into demons and stuff like that, that their whole family would be slaves. So I left my girl because of it, and a lot of other realities and stuff like that set in, and I became so paranoid that I thought everybody was out to kill me and everything else because of it. And I never really got over it. You never really get over it, you know what I'm saying? You just live with it and deal with it. You never get over it. Even though they got me on this shot called EAGAL, and it's supposed to be the highest doses that they got, I still hear voices, see things and everything else, but I gotta manage my schizophrenia, because I can't mix schizophrenia in with my business and stuff like that, like, my music and everything. And I'm be going to college here in January at Wallace State, let me rephrase that, Wallace State, George C. Wallace State Community College. There we go, I'll get it right. And I'll be studying business management. I want to own my own bar or something. And you never get over schizophrenia. Because just like right now, I can see things behind me and everything else through the camera. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain. I'd be like into the TV, going into the TV and coming out, whatever. It's hard to explain, but if you believe me. But I'm the first star general in the 7th Nation Army, and well, I'll be left behind. That's for one thing. And plus, just to get one thing straight for all the Christians out there, there's only 144,000 people that are going. That's the tribes of Jacob's kids and everything. Just to get it straight, you ain't going probably be left behind unless you're in that tribe. You know what I'm saying? And I be preaching about the churches and stuff because churches are corrupt. Churches are so corrupt. You know what I mean? And it's just like back then, you know, it was the priest that sent Jesus off to be killed because they didn't like him preaching about God and saying he was the Messiah and everything else, and he was higher than them. You know what I mean? That's how priests and everything are, man. You don't trust the church, man. Trust me. Because look at what they did back in the Holocaust with the Nazis and stuff, man. Churches are crap. You know what I mean? And plus, Jesus never taught in a church. You know what I mean? He had a gathering outside. You know what I mean? And I mean, I'm not downing it if you go to churches or anything like that. I'm just saying churches are crap. They're corrupted. Their people are corrupted, and they claim they're Christians when they're not real Christians. And you know, I'm watching a stupid Christian say something about this. And well, anyway, getting off the subject. But my schizophrenia stays with me. You know, wherever I go, whatever I do, you know, it stays with me. It's always gonna be there, and I'll never get over it. I have to take medicine for the rest of my life. And that's another thing, you know, just for saying the word schizophrenia, I could be locked up. You know, nobody wants to believe me or anything, but I can. You know what I mean? You'd be locked up just for saying the word schizophrenia. You know what I mean? Because automatically nobody believes you, nobody trusts you, nothing. You know, when you're the victim, you know, it's just like going back to Jesus' time and being crucified as being a Christian and everything else. You know what I mean? And but I go to therapy and get everything straightened out and everything. You know, I'm working on going to college and everything. I'll be going to college in January. So I'm turning everything around. You know, everything's going upward. You know, I'm still, you know, I believe what I believe and you believe what you believe, but that's where we differ. You know what I mean? And pretty much that's the way it is. And that's the way I am. Thank you for listening. This has been the Little Eagle, Dope Money Records.